everyone, good morning. Greetings to all of us. My name is Siti Nurfozia, student ID 202500700046 from class AK35I. Friends, have you ever wondered what it is that allows Indonesia, a country so vast, with tens of thousands of islands and thousands of ethnic groups, to remain united and stand strong to this day? The answer is that we have Pancasila as our state ideology. In 1959, Bung Karno once referred to Pancasila as the guiding star amidst the storm of global change. This means that Pancasila is not just a text we memorize during Monday ceremonies, but it is a moral compass, the highest legal foundation, and the unifier of our nation. Now, as a living ideology, Pancasila delivers its strength for fulfilling three essential dimensions. The first is what is known as the dimension of reality. This means that the values of Pancasila are not the product of imagination or imported from abroad. The values of belief in God, humanity, and mutual cooperation are genuinely rooted in the culture and real-life experience of the Indonesian people since time immemorial. Second, the dimension of idealism. Pancasila embodies that aspirations, hopes, and rational future goals of the nation, not merely empty dreams. And third, the dimension of flexibility. This is extremely important. Pancasila possesses elasticity. It is dynamic and open. Pancasila can stimulate new ideas that align with the times without losing its core values. But if we look at its history, the journey of Pancasila hasn't always been smooth, friends. Its implementation has undergone extraordinary dynamics. During the Sukarno era, Pancasila is briefly mixed with the Nasakom concept. Entering the New Order era, Pancasila was made into a very strict soul principle through P4 indoctrination. Even at the beginning of the Reform era, Pancasila briefly faded, and the course was removed from the university curriculum before we finally realized its importance again. Why must we be so steadfast in upholding Pancasila? Because, philosophically, Indonesia rejects the two major global ideologies, Western liberalism and communism. We reject liberalism because it places too much emphasis on absolute individual freedom. We also reject communism due to its atheistic nature, which clearly contradicts our first principle. Indonesia has chosen its own middle path, harmonizing individual rights with social obligation through the spirit of gotong royong. So, what about the challenge of today? Well, our challenge today is no longer physical warfare, but rather the openness of information in the digital age. For it, ideologies and polarizing trends can easily infiltrate through our social media. For the younger generation like us, the biggest challenge is a lack of internalization. Many of us can recite the 5 principles of Pancasila by heart, but we often forget or don't even understand how to apply them in daily life. Digital conflicts, hate speech, and the laws of tolerance online are clear evidence that we are being tested. In conclusion, the great threat to Pancasila today does not actually come from outside, but from within ourselves. Specifically, when we as citizens become indifferent, neglect, or even betray its values. Therefore, let's reignite the spirit of Pancasila, starting with the simple things, expecting difference on social media and maintaining unity. I'm Siti Nurfozia. Thank you very much for your attention. See you soon, and salam Pancasila.